The next door neighbor, well, Missy mama had came outside or whatever. Missy had came outside or whatever. She was just like, y'all calm down and all this and blah, blah, blah. And like, soon as she went back in or whatever, she went back in and the white man next door, he was standing on his balcony. He was like, yeah, y'all guys be quiet. He started running his mouth or whatever. So I told him, I'm just like, sir, like, we was just told that, like, to be quiet or whatever. So then that's when I don't know who said Black Lives Matter, but whoever said Black Lives Matter, that he said, so when one of us said Black Lives Matter, the white man cocked his gun. He was like, all right. And he cocked his gun and we all just ran in the house. So we ran in or whatever. The next door neighbor, well, Missy mama had came outside or whatever. Missy had came outside or whatever. She was just like, y'all calm down and all this and blah, blah, blah. And like, soon as she went back in or whatever, she went back in and the white man next door, he was standing on his balcony. He was like, yeah, y'all guys be quiet. He started running his mouth or whatever. So I told him, I'm just like, sir, like, we was just told that, like, to be quiet or whatever. So then that's when I don't know who said Black Lives Matter, but whoever said Black Lives Matter, that he said, so when one of us said Black Lives Matter, the white man cocked his gun. He was like, so we ran in the house or whatever, and like Missy mom was like, basically like everybody had to go, but broken down. So it's just like me, Eisha, Eli, Lay, like, who got left at the Airbnb after that gun head got pulled out? Like, it was just me, you, Eisha, Eli, and...
I don't know, but what's going on?
I'm explaining them the full story. So, it was just us or whatever. So, we was all just chilling, and the little girl had... whose sister was that?
I don't know.
Okay, it was a little girl or whatever, y'all. The little girl had came in the room and told Eisha, she was like, somebody outside for you. So we ran in the house or whatever, and we was like, who outside or whatever? So Eisha go outside, and it's camera here. So I'm like, basically, like, give me my shoes so I can stop this shit. So I grabbed my shoes or whatever. I'm telling, like, Eli, like, nobody to come outside, none of that. Like, please do not come outside. Nobody come outside, I'm gonna handle this. So I go outside or whatever. I'm talking to Cameron. I'm like, Cameron, what are you doing this for? I'm like, you and Eisha. As y'all know, who was in Cameron Live when I was talking to him face to face? I was talking to him face to face, telling him to leave and chill and all this. So, like, I'm telling him, like, chill, like, you need to go. You and Eisha relationship toxic. This is the reason that it's toxic. Y'all don't need to be together. Like, don't nobody need to, oh yeah, and Ray was there too. And, like, don't nobody, I was like, y'all don't need to be together, y'all toxic and all this. Like, I'm basically telling him all this, and then he was just like, man, I don't give a F and all this. And I was basically telling him, like, if you don't care, you wouldn't be here trying to fight another nigga that you see her doing. We was like, who outside or whatever? So Eisha go outside, and it's camera here. So I'm like, basically, like, give me my shoes so I can. So that's when the glass door of the window, like, try to show, like, Eisha, trying to, like, show Eisha and Eli and try to call Eli scary and shit. So, like, I was, like, kept doing his phone like this, like, smacking it down or whatever. Like, that shit lame. Stop doing that shit because you're on Instagram Live and you telling this girl business on what y'all did or we're not. So, as that was happening or whatever, at this point, Eisha said she finna go. So, they unlocks the door, the front door, they unlocks the door or whatever, and it's a lot of this going on social media, right? Camera like gets in the street. So like I'm walking. So that's when the glass door of the window like try to show like Eisha, trying to like show Eisha and Eli and try to call Eli scary and shit. So like I was like kept doing his phone like this, like smacking it down or whatever. Like that shit lame. Stop. Like that, whatever. So I stand right here. This camera, this bitch. I did like this to his phone. I smacked his phone down. Me and him doing that shit is lame or whatever. Blase. So Eisha was telling Ray to come on out the house because Ray ain't come out yet or whatever. So Ray ain't come out the house or whatever. So that caused Eisha for to walk back to the house. And Eli was standing in the doorway. Eli was standing in the doorway of the house or whatever. And Eisha was like, oh, let me get him a hug. And she hugged Eli. So when she hugged Eli or whatever, Cameron took off his jacket and he tried to run up. And I grabbed him. I grabbed him like this. And I was like, no, like, and he had me like this. We had each other wrapped around each other like, we had our arms wrapped around each other back. So y'all, it's a railing or whatever. We on the porch to remind you. It's a railing or whatever. He does, like, we both fall on the side like this on the fucking rail or whatever. And I ended up going over it. But I landed on my feet. And I stood right there and shook. Because y'all know I'm traumatized when shit happened. And like that or whatever. So I somebody run up on me too fast. And somebody play with knives in it. So I stood right there for a minute. At that point, like, while he had me over the thing, Eli hit him. Eli came out the door. He pushed Eisha because he seen you was crying, right?
No, that was after I had got hit. Because he started punching Eli's head, so I started holding Eli, and they started going crazy. So
yeah,
I got hit.
What the fuck? So yeah, Eli come out the door. He pushes the fuck out Eisha, and he just boom hit Cameron or whatever. And that's when I think that's when you got hit, because that's when they was in the doorway part. So cause they was like up on the door or whatever, and like Lay was right there, like she was trying to hold Eli. Cameron only hit Eli once or twice in his fucking head, like no face shots or none of that. Hit him once or twice in his fucking head. Somebody run up on me too fast, and somebody play with knives in it. So I stood right there for a minute, and then Eli, do. This is Cameron falling down to the ground like this, and Eli just had got up the stage of being like stuck. I had came back up the stairs, and I grabbed Cameron like this from the back. Eli stopped hitting him after that, because Eli said, chill. He was like, bro, I don't want to fight you, bro. He was like, chill. Cameron, you get your ass beat, and the person that's beating your ass telling you to chill. So as he did, like, as they like down the window or whatever, like, I turned Cameron this way, and I just let him go. He knew he got his ass beat, because he could have turned around and hit Eli again, but he knew that he got his ass beat or whatever. So at that point, I started getting pissed off because my arm started hurting or whatever. Like, my shit started hurting or whatever. Like, y'all already know what the fuck my problem is. Like, so my shit started hurting or whatever. So, like, I get mad at Cameron, so I start going off on Cameron or whatever. So at that point, I go in the motherfucking house. I take out my earrings. I take out this. I take, like, all my fucking bar and shit. And I say I want my one with Cameron. Like, all of his face and everything, blah, blah, blah. And Jay, then what's that boy name? Jay who? Jay the Minister or whatever. All of them start running down the street. So, like, I just turn off and I tell Cameron, I'm like, fuck you. And I go back in the house, like, my arms still hurting or whatever. And I think Eisha left.